what's up, y'all? I'm doing a whole bunch of random like car vlogs and just random vlogs in general because I'm vlogging, but I haven't really like done a day in the life. It's just I'm getting bits and pieces of my day. So I'm in my loud ass car. I'm almost home. My nose is stopped up because I have a cold, so if I sound congested, that is why. But I'm almost home. I had to go pick up the baby from his grandma's because I had her watch him because I had an appointment this morning, and it's just, life has just been so crazy. The twins have an appointment, a doctor's appointment this afternoon because I feel like they have ear infections. Even though they have tubes, they're still getting ear infections every once in a while, which is weird, but it happens, I guess. And then Kinsley has this weird rash like all over her body, so I'm gonna see what's going on with that. But yeah, so I kind of wanted to do like a little mini like car rant because there's someone who follows me on Instagram. This chick follows me on Instagram, and I think her like Instagram name is like Mommy of 4 or some shit like that. And I get a lot of like my YouTube moms or YouTube followers that are, you know, that watch me. They send me requests on Instagram. You know, because I tell you guys all the time, if you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. It's just another way to stay in contact with me and see what me and the kids are doing, especially when I'm not uploading a vlog. So, I believe that's where she came from, but who knows, you know. I have a lot of mommies on my Instagram. So I put a picture up the other day. If you guys are on my Instagram, you have to go look at it. But it was just like me in the car, and I was sitting at the store. Trey was running in the store for me, so I didn't have to take out all the kids. And, you know, she sits behind me, and, you know, we kind of like took a little, I was trying to take a selfie, and she was like actually in it. So I was like, all right, making a face at her, you know. So I took a picture of me making a face at her. And of course, if you guys can see behind me in my car, there's Kaya sits behind me, and then, you know, whichever one of the twins I put sits behind her in the third seat back there. So in the shot, in my picture, you can see me, Kaya was standing up behind me, and then the baby, one of the twins, I believe it was Kinsley that day. And so, you know, I took a picture. Mind you, it's snowing. Mind you, it's freezing fucking cold outside. And so you know, took a picture just so it's basically supposed to be of me and Kinsley because the baby was, me and Kaya, because the baby was in the back seat sleeping. And so, you know, you kind of just, you see her in the shot. So this chick comments on my picture, and she's like, oh, I'm not trying to offend you, but just so you know, you're not supposed to have your baby's coat on in the car seat because it's not safe, and those straps are way too loose on her car seat. And I'm just like, I'm pulling up in my driveway. All right. So I'm just like, who the fuck is this lady? Like, who fucking died and made you the fucking car seat police? Like, for real? First of all, this is how I feel about it, because it's just like this. Okay. First of all, if you say something and you're like, I don't mean to offend you, most likely what you're saying is about to be offensive, just so you know. Okay. Secondly, the thing is that I live in a state where it's really fucking cold. And that day it was snowing. There was like 2 to 3 inches on the ground. And my girls have already been sick. So, of course, I'm going to put my kids' coats on. I honestly have never heard anybody tell me you're not supposed to. I've never even heard of anybody not putting their kids' coats on to go in a car seat. Like, I've never heard of that. Now, do I judge the next person who's like, oh, I'm not going to put my kids' car seat on? Coat on to get in a car seat? No, because everybody has their own parenting skills. And that's basically, I responded. At first I was like, I'm not going to even, you know, contribute to this fucking foolishness, because that didn't even make any sense. Like, you just want attention. That's how I felt. So then I was like, you know what, whatever. So I responded back, and I just simply told her, if you guys want to see the back and forth, you can go on Instagram if you want to know verbatim what we said. But I was just like, you know, I don't take offense to it, but I'm not taking my child's coat off in 4-degree weather for anybody. So if you have a problem with it, then that's just fine. But I'm not going to do that. That isn't, it seems counterproductive to me. I don't know anybody. I know a lot of people with kids. I've had 6 kids. I've never read an article or seen anybody that said, don't put your kid in a car seat with its coat on because that's not safe. I don't see why that's, I don't know. You know, it may not be the safest, I guess. I don't know. I just don't see the problem. But anyway, so then she writes back and she's just like, well, I understand that, but there's a lot safer ways to, I guess, keep them warm in the wintertime or whatever. And she's like, here's a link on some info. I'm like, bitch, I didn't ask you for no motherfucking info. Like, bitch, if I wanted to know about what you're talking about, I could Google it myself. But clearly, I don't give a fuck about reading articles about why I shouldn't put my kid on a coat when I just fucking told you. I don't give a fuck what you say. I'm still gonna put my kids on a coat and a hat when we leave the fucking house. And I don't give a shit if we are in the car or not. Okay? Like, sometimes people just need to find shit to bitch about. You know what I mean? Like, they just need to find something to have something wrong with what you got going on. And it's just like, stay in your lane. The picture wasn't, hey, check out 3 seats back. My daughter's in a car seat with her straps on and her coat on. Check that out. It was, hey, me and Kaya are being goofy. So it's like, you didn't even see the point of the picture. So she deliberately looked past the point of the picture to try to find a flaw. And it's just like, bitch, I didn't ask you, hey, what do you guys think about my daughter being in a coat in a car seat? Like, I don't, like, you know what I mean? It's like, stick to what the point of the picture is. I didn't ask you to analyze my picture and find what was wrong. This ain't fucking, you know, I Spy with my little eye. What the fuck? I don't understand people like that. So, I mean, I don't have nothing against the chick, but I just feel like, you know, sometimes people need attention and they gotta find something wrong with a certain situation. Sometimes it's just like, you know what? If you notice that and you don't do that with your kids, then that's fine. Don't do that with your children. And that's what I eventually ended up telling her again, because after she sent that link, I was like, all right, she wants me to cuss her out because I just told her, let it go, you know? So I responded back to her after that a day later, and I was just like, you know what? You have to understand and wrap your head around the fact that in this world, you're going to meet people or come across people that do not parent the way you parent. If you don't agree with the next person's parenting skills or how they do certain things with their kids, you just got to understand how to keep your mouth shut sometimes and be like, all right, well, that's how the next mom does it. But if it's snow on the ground and it's freezing cold, I'm going to take my kid out with no coat. I mean, if that's the type of mom you're going to be, then that's cool. I may have a problem with the fact that she's putting pictures of kids on Instagram who don't have, who are on their bikes riding around and they ain't got no damn helmet on and no knee pads and no elbow pads. But do you hear me on her fucking Instagram talking about, oh, your kids don't have on elbow pads and helmets and knee pads. Okay. And then I think she did put on pictures of them in their, you know, correct gear. But the point of that is there was like a picture or a video or some shit of a kid on a bike. I think it was one of her sons, and who did not have any gear on. And if I wanted to be a funny chick, I could go on and be like, well, really, I'm the bicycle police now, and your child does not have a proper gear on. Okay. I could do her like she did me, but I didn't. And I just, you know, decided to make a little rant video about it because shit like that ticks me off. Like, I understand, you know, having a discussion about it, or if you feel like it, I mean, honestly, I feel like it wasn't no need to be brought up because clearly I know what I'm doing. I wanted to put her in her car seat with her strap on, you know, at least, I mean, I feel like there were so many other things that you could bitch about. I mean, if somebody had a picture on Instagram of their kid was not in a car seat at all or not strapped in at all, then bitch, you know what I mean? Then say something. But even then, it's just like, you do what you got to do with your kids. I mean, now I'm not going to ride around with my kids not in a car seat. But if the next mom wants to do that, that's her and her kids. You know what I mean? What can you say about that? You really, and you don't even know me though. So you really have no right to say shit to me. So, but it's just like, she's in a car seat. She's safe. She's buckled in. She's not in the front. She's in the back. You know, she's faced the way she's, you know, she's doing all the things she's supposed to be doing. She's got her seatbelt on. So you may not like the fact that she's got her coat on, but Chrissy, I put my kids in a car seat, in a coat. Sue me. Okay? Sue me about it. But yeah, that's basically it. You know, I mean, what do you guys think? And do you guys think that's like normal or abnormal for me to put my child in a car seat and she's got her coat on and it's snowing outside and it's cold? I mean, I don't know. I just dress my kids the way I dress to leave the house. You see, I got my coat on and I had my seatbelt on before I picked up Cash from his grandma. So, I mean, do I not? Am I supposed to take my coat off too? Because if I take my coat off and put my seatbelt on, I will be cold, okay? Whether I have the heat on or not. So it's like, I don't get it. I don't get it. But like I said, you guys, to each his own. I don't judge anybody for their parenting skills. Not everybody parents the same. And that's just important for people to know. Like, Chrissy's not going to be the same mom as Susan or Beth or the next bitch. You know what I mean? It's just not going to be the same. And sometimes we can all come together and say, yeah, we do have similar parenting skills or, you know, things like that. But that doesn't happen all the time. So I just feel like my nose is like, really, stop. Y'all, the struggle is real today, okay? The struggle is so real. It's hard to talk. It's hard to breathe and talk. And I'm starving. Do you know how hard it is to eat and have a stuffy nose? Like, y'all, the struggle. Pray for me, okay? But I wanted to come and drop this quick vlog. Because I just, you know, I wanted to get it off my chest. You know, sometimes you gotta get some shit off your chest. Because I could have cussed her out and been like, you bitch, you don't even know me. You don't know nothing about me. You don't know, you know, all you do is follow me on Instagram. You may watch my YouTube vlogs. If you watch my YouTube vlogs, you should know, you know, I'm unfiltered in a lot of ways. So just please don't cross me because you go hear it. So after I told her, you know, everybody parents in their own way. They discuss things. They do what they want with their kids in their own ways. You really just can't discuss certain shit with people because it's just like, I'm not going to change what I do because you said something about it. And actually, all you did was irritate me. So, you really didn't do anything. So, you might as well have just shut the fuck up in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So, after I told her that, she just responded back, was just like, okay, you know. If you guys want to know really what we said, like, back and forth, I can't remember everything. Go to my Instagram if you're following me. If you're not following me, what the hell are you doing? Follow me, okay? But, yeah, so I'm at the house now. I'm going to get Cash out and go in. I'll probably do some more vlogging today. Who knows? But I'm going to go ahead and put this up, too, because that don't make no sense. That don't make no sense, y'all. Like, mind your business. Like, mind your business. All right?